They say thalassophobia, the fear of deep, dark water, is more common than you think. It's not just oceans that do it. Sometimes it's the pool, especially at night. That calm, black surface, the silence, the idea that something could be just beneath you, unseen, waiting. I never used to be afraid of water until I moved into this house. It was a good deal, a little too good maybe. 4 bedrooms, secluded hilltop view, and a backyard pool. The listing said it had to be sold fast. Something about an estate issue, the seller relocating, blah blah. I didn't ask too many questions. That's on me. I had enough saved to make the jump. I bought it. The house was fine. But the pool had secrets. It looked clean when I moved in. Full, still, almost glossy in the sunlight, but deep, deeper than normal, darker too, the kind of dark that doesn't make sense when you're looking at clear water. I figured the tile was black, or the light was just weird. I didn't think much of it, until the first time I went outside at night. It was around 11 p.m. I stepped onto the patio with a drink, wanting some quiet. But the second I looked at the pool, I froze. The moon reflected off it perfectly. So perfectly it didn't ripple, not even with the breeze, and that's when I realized I was uncomfortable. No, more than that, I was scared, and I couldn't explain why. It felt like someone was watching me, or something. The next morning I noticed something strange. The pool light was on, but I never turned it on, and it didn't work during the inspection. Still, it glowed faintly. Dim, sickly green. I decided to clean it, thinking maybe if I took control of the situation, the unease would go away. That's when I saw it, not directly, but in the reflection. I was skimming leaves off the surface. The sun was setting behind me, and there, just for a second, I saw something pass beneath the surface, smooth, large, like a shadow swimming the length of the pool. I turned around fast, thinking it might be debris, an animal, anything. There was nothing. No splash, no ripple, just silence. I laughed it off, told myself I was being stupid, probably just tired. But that night, I dreamed about it. I was floating, weightless, in dark water that stretched forever. I couldn't see the bottom, couldn't move, and something is circling me. When I woke up, the first thing I smelled was chlorine. Except I never went near the pool, and I was soaking wet. The days after that blurred. Weird sounds started coming from the pipes. The floorboards felt damp in the morning. The air in the house began to smell faintly metallic, like blood and salt water. Then came the wet footprints, human-shaped, bare, leading from the edge of the pool, all the way to the back door. I live alone. I drained the pool. Hired someone to come clean it professionally. They never showed up. The appointment said they came, but I never saw them. Just a note on the gate. Pool's in fine condition. Wouldn't recommend draining it again. Let it rest. Let it rest? The dreams got worse. I started hearing whispers under the water. Started seeing things, not in the reflection anymore, in the water itself. Sometimes I'd see eyes, sometimes hands. Once, a face that looked like mine, but it wasn't me. Its mouth was open, its teeth were wrong. I tried to leave, I swear I did. But every time I packed, something would go wrong. Tires slashed, keys gone, phones short-circuited, and always that sound, dripping from the ceiling, from the walls, from inside my head. I know how this sounds, but I also know what I saw. There's something alive in that pool, and it doesn't want me to swim. It wants me to drown. They say fear lives in your mind, but what if the mind is just the surface and something darker is swimming beneath? Subscribe if you're not afraid to dive deep.